Hello everyone, this is me, Light Yagami. Welcome to the live stream. Sid is out, he's getting something to eat, he's getting dinner. But I just wanted to leave you with one message. If you do not subscribe to the Nerdy Mark channel, there's a little notebook right here. I'm gonna write your name in it, and you will die in 40 seconds. So do it now! Do it now! Light, what are you doing, man? You're scaring away my subscribers. Come on, dude. Just don't do that, all right? Go back. Go. Let's put you back up here. Okay. Hey Tim, what's going on? Hey everybody, welcome to the NXT and 205 Live Super Review. Sorry about Light Yagami up there. He's just getting a little antsy, but he was right. I actually do have my dinner here today. I'm going to be eating dinner and doing this live stream because, well, I actually haven't eaten all day. Well, I have eaten, but in case you're wondering, I got scrambled eggs, a slice of toast, and a protein shake. Basically, I'm having breakfast for dinner, so hope you guys don't mind. Yeah, so anyway, let's kind of dig in real quick. Hold on. I'm going to eat in front of everybody. That is good stuff. If I do say so myself. Yes, I made it. So, anyway. Welcome to the Super NXT and 205 Live Review. And let me move my camera a little bit. Got a lot of stuff to cover today. So I thought I'd do it as a live stream instead of just, as a regular review. Because, I actually didn't want to edit this week. There are many times actually I don't feel like editing, but I do anyway. but I think that I want to do this because there is a lot of stuff that I wanted to cover before we actually got into the review. But hope you all are doing well. Hope you guys are doing fan-freaking-tastic. But let's kind of just dive right in because there's a lot of stuff to cover. By the way, Nerdy Mark channel is almost at 100 subscribers. So please do subscribe if you haven't, or tell your friends to subscribe if they haven't. Like I said, I will be doing something very, very special. It's going to be my way of giving back and saying thank you to all my subscribers. Let me just kind of adjust it, bro. Cool. Okay, so let's kind of dive right in. Hold on. You know what? I need to set this up properly. I should have done this first. You know what? From now on, I don't think I'm going to pre-plan the live. I mean, I am going to pre-plan the live streams, but I'm not going to, set up an event or anything. I'm just going to go live when I go live because it's really, really annoying sometimes because the orientation lock, it's so stupid. I hate it. Anyway, so we got another person joining. Welcome to the stream. We have 2 people on the stream already, so thank you for joining right here on the Nerdy Mark channel. But anyway, so let's talk some news in the wrestling world. So first things first, we do start off with a bit of disheartening news. Ronald Arneal, also known as Ty Dillinger, the Perfect 10, has officially asked for his release from the WWE. This news broke out on Wednesday, and he has officially, Dillinger has changed his name back to Ronnie Arneal, and he's he's pretty much done with WWE. He is no longer signed with them anymore, no longer employed. That's kind of what it means when he says ask for his release. I'm just being repetitive. I'm sorry. But anyway, so personally, I was never like a huge fan of Ty Dillinger. I thought he was kind of endearing, with the whole 10 thing. A fun fact, he actually did one time respond to me on his Instagram when he was entering the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and I kind of said, dude, you're not going to win because, they weren't really pushing him. It's not connecting properly. Why is it not connecting? Okay, looks like, okay, we're back, I guess. Okay, but yeah, he actually did go into my Instagram bio and see, because if you see my bio, I say I'm into video games, superheroes, wrestling, comic, and anime, and fitness or something like that. And he commented, he's like, yeah, and you're totally really into fitness or something like that. I was like, Well, that's kind of creepy that you're actually going into my Instagram and saying that, looking at that crap. Anyway, but regardless, that doesn't change how I feel about the guy. I think he was still a good talent. Uh, I think he did what he had to do in WWE. But I think he made the right move. To be honest with you, sorry. I think he definitely made the right move because WWE wasn't really going anywhere with the guy. And what a bunghole! What a bunghole! I don't know what I don't know what a bunghole is, but it does not sound good. Anyway, I don't know if you're talking to me or to Ty, but anyway, so I think they never really did anything special with him. I mean, yeah, he came out in the Royal Rumble 2017 as number 10. Yay, awesome, whatever. And of course, we only remember Roman Reigns coming out at number 30. We'll talk about Roman Reigns in just a sec. And he even in NXT, I didn't really care much for him. So I think he should. It's a good move on his part. He kind of realized that they're not doing shit with me, so might as well look for other places. Fun fact. Oh, butthole. It's an old word. I was talking about Ronald. Yeah, yeah. That was kind of that was interesting. He was being kind of a butthole. Anyway, yeah, and you say that while I'm eating. Thank you for that, Tim. I'm just messing with you. Anyway, so yeah, but I think Ty is a very he's got potential. He's got talent, but but if WWE are not going to use him, you might as well just leave. But um, I don't know where he would go after this. I mean, obviously, a lot of people may say AEW, which I can see that happening. He should go to Europe. Yeah, he could go to Europe. Just somewhere in the indie circuit, MLW, Rev Pro, he could go there, like, Europe. Defiant Wrestling would be pretty cool, too. Um, I don't know if he would do well in Lucha Underground. Maybe he would. I mean, I'm not one to comment, but maybe Impact will be fine. Ring of Honor, even I know he had a brief stint in Ring of Honor. WXW in Germany, yeah, that could work too. Excuse me, but yeah, WXW would kind of work too. Yeah, anywhere is fine. I think personally he should stick around in the indie circuit. Um, I wouldn't. I don't know if I really necessarily want to see him in AEW because I actually am of the opinion that I don't really, for right now, I don't want to see too many former WWE stars or too many WWE stars jumping ship over to AEW for now. For now, mainly because I want AEW to build their own roster, have their own homegrown talent, which they're doing a great job of because they have a pretty good roster right now. Obviously, with the Elite, AEW wants fresh people. They don't want to be. Yeah, exactly. They don't want to be Dixie Carter, who just came in and brought in Hulk Hogan because he's a big name, and Ric Flair, and Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, even right. And yeah, I agree. I think Chris Jericho for right now can be the one former WWE name. I think Elijah Burke. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but anyway, yeah, Elijah Burke. Yeah, and I think that. Sorry, these eggs are really good. No, but I think that he could go to Impact. But as far as AEW is concerned, really quick, I think they should just start fresh. They already have the Elite. They have a whole bunch of other guys, and for Christ's sake, D'Angelo De Niro in TNA was in WWE mid Carter's. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tim. Forgive my sins against humanity. Um, I'm just kidding. But yeah, yeah. I know. I'm just a disgrace to pro wrestling. Anyway, um, right. So I think that they should stay with fresh. Thank you. Start fresh. They have all the members of the Elite. They have Sonny Kiss, Nyla Rose, Britt Baker. You know the entire roster basically at this point. They have Jungle Boy there. They have the Chinese. They're teaming up with OWE or OVE. I forget what it is. The Chinese wrestling promotion. Yeah. So yeah, MJF. Yeah, they have all their talents up. They basically have MJF. They do have MJF He is absolutely salt to the earth, and I actually put salt in my eggs today, salt and pepper. So anyway, I actually found a scarf a few days ago, and I actually started wearing it. And I should one of these days just wear it on the stream and act like MJF. But anyway, or I can give it to DJ Storms. He's basically MJF. So anyway, shout out to DJ Storms. Was it Burberry? I'm not sure. I'll check. I'll check. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, but I think AEW should focus on fresh new stars. If not, throw it in the toilet. It keeps my neck warm, Tim. I don't want to throw it in the toilet right now. But if out of the goodness of your heart you find a Burberry scarf and you mail it to me and send it over, I will consider throwing it in the toilet. The other scarf, that is. Um, Actually, I may not because it was a Christmas gift, so it's kind of hard to do that. Anyway, so I think yeah, so that's my thing with AEW. Let them start fresh, and then maybe down the line, maybe some other former WWE talent. But for right now, stick with fresh people. So, but anyway, Ty Dillinger, wish him best of luck. Wish him nothing but the best in his future endeavors. I mean, I know WWE didn't future endeavor him, but I'm future endeavoring him. Who cares? Anyway, but yeah, I do hope he does go to the Indies for a little bit, kind of build his stock in the industry, and then maybe 3, 4 years down the road, he can come back to WWE with his stock raised, and hopefully they book him better. So, with that being said, I mentioned Roman Reigns. Speaking of which, this news just broke out today, so I said I needed to talk about this. Um, I saw this first on WWE's Instagram, but on Monday Night Raw, this coming Monday night, Roman Reigns will be returning to to Monday Night Raw to address his leukemia. He's gonna be giving an update on his condition. Now, we've heard from other superstars such as Chris Jericho, Braun Strowman, even his fake cousin The Rock. All of them kind of giving some sort of little bit tidbits of updates on Roman Reigns. The general consensus is that he's doing better, is that he's doing really well. Um, Sorry about that. The general consensus is he is improving, and he's doing a lot better, and he's on the path to on the road to recovery. So I'm happy for him. I'm glad that Roman Reigns is doing better. I'm glad that he's recovering. So what I'm thinking is that Roman is gonna come out. He's gonna address everything going on with the Shield. With his Shield brothers. Um, he's probably gonna wish Seth Rollins the best of luck. Give an update on his leukemia. Maybe they may set up a storyline for him that may be waiting for him when he comes back. They may hint at some sort of match. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I just kind of hope he just comes in, says does his thing, gets on the mic, congratulates Seth Rollins and tells him to also slay the beast like Dean Ambrose did, and just say I'm getting better and I'll be back soon, whatever. I Apparently the rate of leukemia, the people, how the recovery rate is going to take at least 2 to 3 years. So I know that, and actually me and Tim, we were talking, and um, I actually said that Seth Rollins may hold the Universal title until Roman comes back, and I think that could be a very good possibility. I'm sure down the road we could see Roman McMahon. Um, his deal with Roman Reigns. I don't need to illustrate it again. But anyway, yeah, and Light Yagami will probably write his name in the death note if I Light Yagami will probably write my name in the death note if I do. So I don't want to do that anyway. But yeah, looking forward to that. Again, Roman Reigns. I wish him a speedy recovery. Personally, I'm not one of those guys who hates on Roman that much, but I think he's a decent wrestler. He's not that great on the mic. Should he have been pushed like he was? Absolutely not. However, this is real life. This is Joe Anawati we're talking about. So hopefully Joe is doing better. I mean, he did score. He is scoring a role on Hobbs and Shaw, the Rock's movie. Um, and apparently he's vacationing in Hawaii. So he's like, well, yeah, I mean, for a quick buck, he acted in a movie. I mean, he's looks healthy enough to act in movies. So I think it's only a matter of time before we see him back in the ring. So that should be cool. So that's interesting. I might watch Monday Night Raw this Monday, but we'll see. So another thing that I wanted to talk about, and this was announced on Monday, and that is that DX have been announced as the first Hall of Fame inductees. That's right, every single member: Triple H, X Pac, Shawn Michaels, Badass Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, and most importantly, China. China has been, excuse me, China has been is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame as a member of DX. This is pretty big news because China, for what she did and everything, the WWE hasn't really been too kind to China because obviously of what she did. But then again, X Pac did it too with China, so it's so weird. How do I know? Don't ask. But I mean, it's all over the news anyway, so it's all good. Yeah, but I mean, X Pac and China, they made that movie, which I don't want to talk about. But anyway, I mean, that's the thing though. It's so weird that yeah, China, she did what she did, but then again, and then I find it interesting. China did that, but someone like Fabulous Moolah, who did some very reprehensible things, they were about to name the women's battle royal after her. That's weird, and she did things way worse than China. China is well deserved for the Hall of Fame. Yes, Chris Black. China is well deserved for the Hall of Fame. Oh, that was a big bite. Yeah, this is a news slash review slash mukbang. So, hope y'all enjoyed it. But yeah, China definitely deserves to go to the Hall of Fame. China got ball busted by Stephen. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. And they can't forgive themselves. Yeah, exactly. I mean, so you know, so just to, I guess, absolve themselves of their sins, they're inducting China into the Hall of Fame. But that's fine. But by nook or crook, by hook or crook, it doesn't matter. China is in the Hall of Fame, and this is a good thing because I think she absolutely deserves it. Another person who should be in the Hall of Fame is just got to Applebee's for my 2 for 20, so I'm with you. Oh yeah, yeah, man, that's cool. So, cheers. That would admit they were wrong. Yeah, yeah. Um, shit. Sorry. Anyway, so either way, I'm just happy that she's in the Hall of Fame. She absolutely deserves it. Um, it is so weird though. Like I said, Fabulous Moolah did even more reprehensible things than China ever did. China made a movie, okay, and you know, it's that compared to what Fabulous Moolah has done. I don't have to tell you what she's done. You can go look it up. Um, that's so weird. I'm just putting it into perspective. Matter of fact, I would have not minded it being called the China Battle Royal. Matter of fact, I hope that's what they do. I hope that WrestleMania we have the women's Battle Royal being changed into the China Battle Royal because you know what, she deserves it. God damn it. So yeah, so DX is being inducted into the Hall of Fame. China is in there too. That's a good thing. I'm glad. Moving on, we did. Paige made a few movies. It shouldn't matter what she did outside. Yeah, exactly. Chris Black. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she did what she did. It is whatever. So many people have done done those movies. I believe even Asuka's made a movie or two, and it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it shouldn't matter at all. Um, yeah, and anyway, so enough about China, enough about DX. I mean, I can go on a whole tirade of rants on that. Steph trips in China. Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I'm not going to talk about China anymore. I mean, it's stupid that they haven't acknowledged her after all she's done for the company. But I mean, I'm glad that they're doing it now. So better late than never, I guess. So anyway, we are going to talk about NXT real quick. We're already 20 minutes into the stream, so I'm going to make this really fast. But NXT superstars Ricochet, Aleister Black, Tommaso Ciampa, and Johnny Gargano were on both Raw and SmackDown. Ricochet teamed up with Finn Balor on Raw to take on Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush. Apparently they're friends again, whatever. Then on SmackDown, Ricochet beat Eric Young in a match. I didn't see the match, but I heard it was good. But Eric Young is still around. I'm surprised. I haven't seen him in forever, along with the rest of Sanity. That's another whole another topic. Aleister Black, he was he interrupted Elias on Raw and had a match with Andrade, which was pretty cool. Which I'm sure was does not hold a over. I think it was Takeover New Orleans, if I'm not mistaken. So, and Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano against Da Bar. Kylie Ray is Bay. Yeah. But yeah, it was kind of cool. It was cool to see. Tell my wife. Sorry. It was cool to see NXT superstars going up to the main roster. But this doesn't really feel like a call-up, per se. It just feels like, Triple H's way to kind of showcase, hey, look, NXT people, they're actually good. You should watch NXT. Definitely could have something to do with Double or Nothing because, WWE is trying to get their ratings up. So they thought maybe NXT superstars would help. And, in Lafayette, Louisiana, where the crowd was dead, that was so bad. I mean, that was disgraceful. WWE should never run shows in Lafayette, Louisiana again. As someone who's lived in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, I'm saying that. Lafayette isn't too far off from Baton Rouge. So there's that. But yeah, unfortunately. New Orleans does because, it's where they had WrestleMania and there was a pretty big reaction to everybody. So, whatever. But yeah, they did do SmackDown in New Orleans and they got a much better reception over there. So that's a good thing. I'm glad. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the rest of these eggs on this piece of toast and I'm going to eat it like that. Yeah. There you go. You get to watch me eat on these. See, I told you, anything can happen on these live streams. One day you'll watch me eating dinner. Maybe next live stream I'm going to cook dinner. You don't know. That's why you need to tune in. Anyway, I'm just trying to have fun, guys. I'm just having fun with this. Anyway, so yeah, those are my thoughts on the NXT call-ups. I think it was fine. I'm glad that they were called up, and people who only watch Raw and SmackDown really do get a taste of what's actually there beyond what they see on TV. That's a good thing. Anyway, so yeah, but with that being said, let's just jump right into this review of NXT and 205 Live. I feel so weird doing this. Anyway. Okay. I'm gonna eat the rest of this later. But it is really good. But scrambled eggs on buttered toast. Good combination. Anyway. But I'm sure you guys knew that. Anyway. So we did begin NXT with the aforementioned Aleister Black taking on Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Era. This was a fantastic match. I really, really enjoyed it. It's Strong's first singles match in a very long time. He's been teaming up with Kyle O'Reilly to defend the NXT tag titles. So in a way, this is kind of a silver lining because we finally get to see Strong in singles action after, forever. Two guys, these two are fantastic athletes, of course. Both Strong and Black. This kind of feels as a hint of, excuse me. This kind of feels like a hint at Roderick Strong winning, going into singles action again. And I really hope he does because he deserves it. Not that he sucks as a member of the Undisputed Era. He's actually really good. I like him. as a heel in Undisputed Era. I think he can still continue as a heel, but he can become a lot a solo superstar, win the North American title, eventually the NXT title. I'd like to see that. So anyway, but yeah, Strong does start off hot. Black does turn it around with a flurry of Muay Thai kicks. Strong. I took some notes down. So Strong and Black go back and forth after Roddy sends Black out, giving him control of the match. Then Strong takes Aleister Black into Backbreaker City. He just hits a slew of back breakers, slew of brick bakers. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't know how Adam Cole Bebe would feel about that, but a lot of fantastic sequences throughout this match. You should check this out. It's really really good. Um, then we had they just kept kicking each other so badly, and Strong. But the match did end with Strong going for a suplex, which Black reverses and hits a Black Mass to win the match. Undisputed Era come out, beat up Aleister Black. Ricochet comes in to make the save, and that's how this match ends. So overall, I really like this match. This was good stuff. So fantastic all around. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. So moving on, we get an announcement that, okay, Tim, I'm going to need you to grade me on this impression of Dusty Rhodes, but we got the Dusty Rhodes Classic coming back, baby. Uh, we already have 4 teams announced. We have Undisputed Era, Street Profits, Forgotten Sons. Hey, look, I didn't forget them. And I forget the other team, but yeah, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, so we got 4 tag teams, baby. Horrible impression. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. Thank you for being honest. I will work on it. I will take that criticism and I will work on my Dusty Rhodes impression. I appreciate you. So anyway, but this should be interesting. I'm excited for that. Yeah, Marcel and Fabian. Thank you, Tim. Yeah. Anyway, Chris Black, you the man. Let me take another bite of this toast with scrambled eggs because I feel like it. My God. One thing you should know about me, I love food. I love to eat. So, anyway. But let's move on to the next match. You don't want to, you're not just here to hear me talk about food, right? I can do that. But anyway, next match we do have Mia Yim versus Xia Li. Element, yeah. Mia Yim has a new theme, and it has vocals, and it's actually a little bit more atmospheric, and she has new gear, so that was pretty cool. And she's wearing like cargo pants, and this kind of occurred to me. If they were ever looking for a female member for the Undisputed Era, Mia Yim could do it. I think she would kind of fit that mold really, really well. I know they kind of tried that with Tainara Conchi a little bit, and it was fine, but I think Yim would be really good for that. Anyway, so good sign of sportsmanship before the match started. They both, shake hands. Shake hands. Lee starts going crazy with the kicks, even though she misses pretty wildly. But that woman is that woman is crazy, man. I love Xia Li in the ring. She actually on Instagram. I follow her on Instagram. She calls herself spicy. I'm like, okay, well, okay. I mean, hey, you said it, not me. There's too many good spots in this match. You could again just go watch it. I don't know what else to say, but Yim kind of does heal a little bit, just a little bit on Xia Li. I don't think this is a Mia Yim heel turn, just because of what happened after the match, which I'll talk about in just a sec. Yim does have a new finisher. It was originally called the Soul Food. Now it's called Protect Your Neck. All right. I mean, it still looks good though, but she does hit that finisher and wins the match. We have the 4 horsewomen: Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke, and Marina Shafir. We're missing Ronda, of course. And they attack her. We have NXT trainees coming in. First time seeing either of them. They did. They put on a really good show. Mia Yim was fantastic. Chris Black, go back to the Mae Young Classic. Mia Yim killed it in that. She was fantastic. Anyway, NXT trainees try to help Mia Yim a little bit. There's like a bunch of them out there. I forget all their names. Um, but the horsewomen do end up looking strong because they make quick work of those trainees and they come back and they beat the shit out of Mia Yim. So next week we do have Yim versus Shayna Baszler. So that should be a really good match. I do really want Yim eventually in the title picture. But however, for now, I think the person who should take the title off of Shayna is Io Shirai. Okay, no burp, sorry. But yeah, I think the person that should take the title off of Baszler should be Shirai. I know Kairi already won, but Shirai should take it off of her. Correct. Yeah, thank you. But and then Yim can take it off of Shirai. So I'd like to see that. Anyway, so we finally have the main event of NXT, and that is Johnny Gargano versus the Velveteen Dream. Hit it. Okay, I'm not gonna do the theme song. I'm not gonna embarrass myself more than I need to. Io Shirai is Shirai. No, that's Sane. Sane is the pirate. Shirai is the high flyer. Kairi and Io are a team, and I believe the tag belts can be defended on NXT. Yeah. That also could work. That could work too. I would like to see that. Yeah, apparently Sasha and Bailey said that they would defend it on NXT as well. I'd be down. I'd be down to see that. Yeah, okay. I'd be down to see that, Tim. That's a good idea. I would love to see the Sky Pirates, as they're called. Yeah. So Chris, to clarify, she is the Kairi Sane is the pirate princess, and Io is the genius of the sky. So together they're known as the Sky Pirates. So Sky Pirates versus Boston Hug Connection would actually be a really good match. That's something that I would really like to see. But yeah, anyway, we're moving on to Gargano versus Velveteen Dream. I know that the results kind of leaked early on, but it doesn't take away anything from the match. This is a damn good match. Absolutely go watch it. But before the match, Ciampa did offer to help Gargano, which Gargano refuses, which is kind of weird seeing Gargano refuse help from Ciampa when they were super chummy on the main roster. That disconnect just really is very jarring in my opinion. But it's the main roster. I'm not gonna complain. Forget it. Let's just not get into that. But anyway, the match did start aggressively with some good mat wrestling, but it slowly, the disrespect just started to boil over for both of these guys. But I'm just going to go over some of these spots. But Ciampa does watch in the background. But yeah, Dream did reverse a submission. Dream reverses a submission into a flip and slaps Gargano. Oh yeah, Dream, he was in a submission. He slapped Gargano, and Gargano's chewing gum fell out. I was like, holy shit, that's pretty awesome. I don't want to ever get slapped by Velveteen Dream, especially when I'm chewing gum. So but Dream jumps to the top rope and Gargano blocks. But Gargano worked on Dream's arms quite a bit in this match. We have Dream regaining control with a spine buster. Dream hit an axe handle. Oh, this was cool. Dream went outside, hit an axe handle onto Johnny Gargano to the outside. Mauro Ranallo said, "This is what happens when." He made a reference to When Doves Cry by Prince. I thought that was really cool. Mauro and his references are fantastic. So Gargano did go for a slingshot spear, which Dream intercepted with a knee. That looked fantastic. It was really good. This whole thing was fantastic. But Dream did kick out of a slingshot DDT. Gargano, so the ending sequence was really good. Gargano went for a DIY super kick. Dream kind of egged him on. Excuse me. Gargano went for it. Dream gets out of the way, picks up Gargano, who hits a tries to hit a Dream Valley driver, but he misses. Johnny Gargano hits a super kick, and then he goes and he kind of does like a slingshot thing, tries to run towards Dream, who picks him up, hits a Dream Valley driver, and picks him up again, hits another one, so he hits 2 consecutive Dream Valley drivers, goes to the top rope, Purple Rainmaker, 1, 2, 3, Velveteen Dream is your new North American champion. I think this was fantastic. Amazing spoilers on the news. Watch this match. This was fantastic. Amazing. This is I'm this matches like this make me glad that I'm reviewing NXT and 205 Live now. So that was great. So, but Velveteen Dream, congratulations, man. Very well deserved in my opinion. So that was good. I'm new to NXT. This was my first real match with the Dream, guys. Yeah, Dream, Chris. Yeah, he is awesome. You're in for a treat, my friend. You should just keep watching. Keep watching this man. Dream is amazing. The Velveteen Dream is fantastic. He is basically so people who are not familiar with wrestling or are not familiar with Velveteen Dream, I literally just tell them he's like Prince with a six pack. That's literally what Velveteen Dream is. And oh yeah, by the way, he can freaking wrestle. I'm hooked since yeah, good Chris. Yes, stay hooked. Watch NXT, man. This is great show. With that being said, let's move on to 205 Live, which, by the way, they're going to have a tournament, an 8-man tournament to determine who's going to face Buddy Murphy at WrestleMania. So that should be really interesting. But we did start off with TJP and Humberto Carrillo. TJP has kind of a remix to his theme. It's like a rock version of his theme. He has new gear. He has new tats. He has a little goatee. He looks like a absolute punk rock bad boy kind of kid that you would see in high school. You know, he looks like one of those bad boys. You know, and I guess the chicks dig bad boys. Anyway, but yeah, he has like all kinds of new tattoos. It's so crazy. But Drew Gulak, and Jack Gallagher are out there. And Tim, I think you'll understand that. But Drew Gulak and Jack Gallagher are out there. They're out there to cheer Carrillo on because the whole storyline is they're trying to get Carrillo because since he's like a more of an upstart in this in WWE, they're trying to impart some knowledge to him. So that was pretty cool. Alberto Carrillo, but in Marvel Comics, if they are looking for a Hispanic Spider-Man, Humberto Carrillo is it. Miles Morales is, I guess, Hispanic, but I believe Miles Morales is black. I'm not sure, but if they are looking for a Hispanic Spider-Man, Humberto Carrillo is it. So anyway, but Gulak does coach. TJP did get Carrillo in a submission. Gulak kept on telling Carrillo to reach for the ropes. He's like, "Come on, reach!" That was really cool. So. He did do that, and Carrillo did hit a missile dropkick on the apron to TJP, which looked sweet. Then went for his finisher and then won the match. Saw Murphy on pre-chamber show, great match. When does 205 Live, Chris? 205 Live airs every Tuesday after SmackDown Live. But personally, I usually watch it on Wednesdays. I just wait for it to come on Wednesday. I just wait for it and then I just watch it. I don't watch it live. But if you want to check it out live, watch on the WWE Network after SmackDown Live. So there you go. That's there. Then Gulak and Gallagher celebrate with Carrillo. Carrillo's just kind of going on with it. He's just like smiling. He's like, "Yay, I won!" And I'm surprised Gulak didn't do the catch point thing. So yeah, this is catch point. I kind of came to that realization thanks to Tim. So thank you for that, Tim. Thank you for telling me that this is the catch point handshake. It's actually kind of cool. I like it. Anyway, but with that being said, we do have up next Arya Davari against a local talent by the name of Johnny Lyons. And Davari cuts a promo, talks smack about the New Orleans Saints, which, okay, fine. I don't really follow football that much, but I know that if you... I know TJP was in catch point. Yeah, that was... Yeah, I remember that. I think I was actually after Tim, after you mentioned Catch Point, I went and kind of looked up some stuff about them. Yeah, TJP, Matt Riddle, and Drew Gulak were all in Catch Point, along with one other person who is not in WWE yet, or maybe he was in WWE, had a brief stint. I don't remember. I don't know exactly. Tim, you can fill me in on that. But Tracy Williams, thank you. Was he ever in WWE, Tim? He's in Ring of Honor now. Okay, cool. Okay. Sorry. But yeah. Um, they've already talked smack about the New Orleans Saints, which you don't do in New Orleans. But that's what all the heels do. They talk about your favorite sports team and how much they suck. Um, Pretty one-sided match. Lions got some offense in, but eventually Davari hit a hammerlock lariat and a version of the $1 Million Dream and submitted Lions. So that was cool. Whatever. Nothing to write home about. But I mean, Davari's cool. I like him. I mean, he after kind of being sidelined by Hideo Itami. Well, not sidelined. After kind of being playing second fiddle to Hideo Itami, he's kind of trying to kind of really get his legs back since he's returned from injury. I should have really brought a spoon. Jacka and Dickinson joined, and so did Dominic Guarini. Well, Catch One is dead. Wait, what? Okay, Catch One is What did you say, Dan? Catch One is dead because Stokely, Hathaway, and Tracy left Evolve. Oh, okay. Well, that kind of sucks, but I'm sure they could do some form of catch point in WWE, but I kind of don't want that because they just might ruin it. Who knows? But if it's in NXT, Triple H might know what to do. Anyway, so let's move on to the main event. And this was Cedric Alexander versus Mike Kanellis. A really good match. I like this one too. Match of the night for me on this week on 205 Live. Drew and Jack may be doing that as we speak. Yeah, I could totally see that. Yeah, I could see that. All right, I'm done with my eggs and my toast. There you go. Just got my protein shake to drink. But but this was a good match. Mike Kanellis started off pretty aggressively, but Alexander does meet Kanellis with equal, if not a little bit more aggression. He does take over when Kanellis does take over when Alexander was trying to do kind of an aerial move, but he blocked it with a kick. That was pretty awesome. We had "We Want Maria" chants, which was interesting. Okay, fine. Maria Kanellis, by the way, this time is not on commentary. She's just sitting in the chair and giving Nigel McGuinness a raging boner. We have Mike Kanellis takes Alexander to rest Hold City for a little bit. He hits Alexander hits two consecutive drop kicks onto Mike Kanellis, which was really good, and a wicked neutralizer by Cedric Alexander, and he does hurt his right knee, and he does favor that knee quite a bit. So of course Kanellis does take advantage of it, keeps attacking. Alexander did hit a super kick with his bad leg, and he of course buckled after that. Makes sense. Kanellis, Alexander went for another neutralizer, and Kanellis does counter with a super kick of his own, which looked fantastic, and then he hits a backpack stunner onto Cedric, almost pinning him, but Cedric does kick out, and both guys do hit a big boot on each other on the apron, and then of course Kanellis gets back in, and no, not yet, sorry. And then Kanellis with Kanellis and Alexander on the outside, Kanellis does hit a spine buster, a mean looking spine buster onto Alexander on the steel. That looked really painful. Not on the steel steps, like the steel area of the entrance ramp, and that looked really nasty. But Alexander does barely. Alexander barely survives the 10 count and finally makes it back into the ring. Hits a suicide dive on the outside later on, and he throws Mike Kanellis into the ring, but Maria kind of distracts him and she's like, "No, you're not getting back in there. Stay out here." So that Kanellis can get the count out victory. But Alexander does come in, and he's met by Mike Kanellis. Alexander gets back in the ring, and Mike Kanellis does hit a crossroads. It's basically a crossroads. I'm going to keep calling it until they have an actual name for Kanellis' move. But Mike Kanellis does hit a crossroads onto Alexander. I'm sure Dusty Rhodes is looking on like, "He used my son's move, baby." Anyway, another one of my terrible impressions for you, Chris Black. But anyway, so yeah, but he does hit a crossroads, and it looks like and the referee a bit better. Thank you. The referee does do the 3 count, but quickly notices that Alexander barely had the shoulder up, so he reverses the count and says no. The match still goes on. Goes on for a couple more minutes until let me hear Funky Monkey. I'll get back to you on that. Yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that, Chris. I'll do that for you separately. Um, but Cedric does finally hit the lumbar check and wins the match. Then we do have but NXT does end with Drake Maverick announcing some of the matches for the qualifying matches for the tournament. Brass Monkey, that funky monkey. Yeah, Tim Farley. Tim actually can do a much better impression than I can. So totally ask him, Chris. But yeah, I can do kind of a Pete Dunne impression. Kind of. It's not great, but I can kind of do it. I don't want to right now, but because we got to get through this review. Um, we do. That's everyone's go-to Dram impression. Funky like a monkey. Okay. But yeah, Drake Maverick announces a few matches for the tournament. We do have Tony Nese versus Kalisto. We have oh shit, I forgot. But yeah, we have those two. We have I should have written this down, but I do believe we have Drew Gulak in a match against someone else, and I believe TJP in a match. I'm not sure. I don't really know yet, so disregard. But we do have a tournament happening. It's an 8-man tournament that's going to culminate all the way to WrestleMania, so that the challenger, so as to pick a challenger for Buddy Murphy. So I'm interested to see what they do, who is going to challenge Buddy Murphy for the cruiserweight title. I want to see who that is. I don't think it's going to be Carrillo, even though I do think it is in the pipeline and that is in his future. Um, if it were me, I would honestly say Tony Nese. I think he is a very viable competitor. Still haven't seen a match between those two, and I think this could lead to a Tony Nese face turn down the line. And yeah, I'd like to see that, the premier athlete versus the juggernaut. That would be really cool. I'd like to see that. But anyway, overall, two amazing episodes of NXT and 205 Live, respectively. Matches of the night for me: to NXT, obviously Dream versus Gargano for the North American title. Once again, congratulations to Velveteen Dream. 205 Live, I'm kind of torn between Carrillo versus TJP and Alexander and Mike Kanellis, but ultimately I will give it to Cedric Alexander versus Mike Kanellis just because it had more time and there was a lot more going on and I really enjoyed it. So either way, I enjoyed both episodes of both these shows. So anyway, with that, that pretty much concludes. I'll definitely check out 205 tonight when I get home. Yeah, definitely do that. Definitely check that out. But with that, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Tim, for joining me on this live stream and watching me eat my dinner. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. What else? So yeah, but again, as I mentioned, we are nearing 100 subscribers, folks. So please do tell your friends about the Nerdy Mark and the channel here. How if you like whatever you like about it, whatever, just tell them that subscribe to this guy, help a brother out. I really appreciate it. And again, I will have my way of saying thanks. Good info, brother. See you next Thursday. Yeah, see you next Thursday. Yeah, definitely. I'll see you then. Thanks, Chris. But definitely tell your friends about the Nerdy Mark, Chris. Let them know to subscribe because I am going to do something very special and have my way of giving back to all my supporters and my subscribers and my followers. So yeah, definitely let people know. Get the word out. I would really appreciate that. But until then, let me know how you guys felt about both episodes, NXT and 205 Live, if you watched them. And as always, don't forget to follow me on social media, like, share, and subscribe, and of course, tell your friends about the Nerdy Mark. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for watching me eat my dinner and review NXT and 205 Live. We are at 50 minutes now, so I think that's a good place to end it. But with that, thank you once again. And until next time, this is Sid signing off.